Hello, welcome to our podcast.
Hello, my name is Paul. I'm joined by my co-hosts,
Austin.
And Nick.
but today we're very special, joined by a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, I'm Andy Gonzalez.
Andy Gonzalez.
Whoa, it's Andy.
Yeah.
It's Andy.
Mm-hmm. Andy Gonzalez is here. Andy, would you like to give our 35 weekly viewers a little information about who you are, why you're important?
I'm for sure not important, but
Whoa. You're on our podcast. That makes you important.
Everyone's
top 10.
important.
You're in an elite group of people.
Very few people have this privilege.
Of me, Austin, Nick, and Kristen, and now you.
That's hilarious.
What about Amara?
Oh,
But they don't know
Amara
about
was on
that.
an episode, but the footage got deleted.
It's the lost
It's
episode.
the lost episode.
Yeah, it's the lost
Band,
episode.
Yeah.
band footage only.
Yeah.
Must be 18 to view.
Must be 18 of you.
We're all over 18.
Mhm.
eBay auction, like, it goes for like 2 million.
It's like the Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, I would just burn it.
We don't talk about that.
Anyway, so tell us about you, Andy.
Yeah, so I'm Andy Gonzalez, 22, computer science major, 2 jobs, 1 girlfriend. That's
So
it.
he says.
So he says. So I hope. No. And-
You're 22.
Yeah, I'm 22.
Are you 22, Nick?
Yeah.
Are you 22, Austin?
You know this.
Damn, I'm 20. Wait, are you? No, you're 21.
I'm 22.
You're all
22.
22? I'm
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're the youngest.
Yeah, I'm 21 for.
Actually, Chris is the youngest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting Chris is the
Yeah.
youngest.
Well, Chris isn't on this podcast.
True.
For now.
Paulie's the youngest.
I'm the youngest on this podcast.
We should
yeah.
bully Paulie now.
No, you can't bully me. I am the bully.
We
All right,
bully
so usually we
everybody.
begin, Andy, by just going through each other, and then me and Nick usually say something interesting that happened to us during the week, and then Austin says something completely useless.
Like the strength of the heart.
Yeah, useless.
Yeah, and then, so we'll start with that. So, Nick, what happened in your week this week?
You quit?
So, all right. So the first thing is, I put in like a 1 month notice for Starbucks, but I quit my job at Starbucks. Saturday was my last day. It was the most uneventful day I ever worked at Starbucks. Like nothing happened that was out of the ordinary or bad. And, like I was hoping to like get a story to talk about in the podcast, and nothing happened.
Did people hug you when you left, at least?
No, I just said bye, guys. I'll see you the next time I come in to pick up my tip money. They said, see you, Nick.
Oh.
They knew.
Well, but then Sunday was my first day off in a while, and I woke up and was like, I can go back to bed. So I did,
Wow.
and woke up at like 10:30 and made breakfast for Austin and I.
That's great.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. And then my week was student teaching, so it was hectic.
Well, did anything exciting happen while you were teaching?
We had
Remember, they can't hurt you here. This is safe.
Yeah.
So say something.
Nick's
We had-
students have not found the podcast
we had
yet.
3 assemblies, one on Monday, one on Wednesday, and one today. Today was a half day, and the assembly was watching the movie Black Panther. So we didn't have school today.
Why is that an assembly?
They wanted to. I mean, it was also Black History Month, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
were supposed to have this assembly last week, but it got canceled.
Wait, no, today's not Black History Month.
Well, it was supposed to be last week, but it was this week.
Was it because of the snow?
No, it's
It was
'cause-
a worse reason.
I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, boy.
So I had 3 assemblies this week, and then I found out the 10th grade class I teach. I found out on Monday that on Tuesday they were going on a field trip all day. And so, like, I had to change my lesson plans a million times because I also didn't know about these assemblies or anything that was happening. So I was constantly changing what I was doing. So that was fun.
You find it weird that they just let Nick teach 10th graders? Like, 10th graders are almost adults.
And 11th
Nick is
graders.
barely an adult.
We've been over this.
It's
on
just
this
weird.
podcast.
I just can't get over how weird it is.
And 11th graders.
I think I find
teach.
it weird that they don't pay you.
Yeah, that is
That's
weird.
what-
That
yeah.
is whack.
Well, yeah.
That's-
I hate that so much too. I have to pay to do this.
Yeah, that's terrible. These kids should be paying you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All your wisdom.
Your tuition.
We should beat them
Tell
up
them
for
about that
money.
award you got.
Oh, yeah, I got an award. It's
Oh, yeah, because you're like the best history student, right?
Yeah, it's
Out
like
of 12 people.
Shut up,
Is
Austin.
that real? There's only 12 history majors?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a math major. I don't count them.
He's so proud of it, too.
I accomplished something, guys.
No, you did. I'm very proud of you.
But yeah, what else to say? Oh yeah, so the reason the Black Panthers, I'm just backtracking this. We're just going to go over my whole award thing. I don't like bragging. So the Black Panther Assembly, the reason it was canceled is because the principal didn't have a copy of the DVD. It's the reason that he gave. Here, he said his real reasoning was because they were understaffed that day because the assistant principal was out. Now I have a very important question. How many people do you need to staff
To watch
an
Black
assembly
Panther.
to watch a movie?
A lot, actually.
No.
No, because I remember when I was in elementary school.
Elementary school.
This is high school.
Not high
Oh,
school.
this is high school?
Yeah, he
10th
teaches
graders.
10th and 11th
10th
graders. They're like
graders.
17 years old.
Some of them are 18. They're adults.
I mean, that's even worse, actually. Yeah, I would definitely want supervision.
If my teacher showed up in a Captain America baseball jacket, I'd be like, what is this world?
I don't wear
How
this.
old are you?
I have a Captain America suit jacket.
That's even worse.
Oh, Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Have they called you out on that yet?
No, they actually thought it was the ones that noticed complimented it.
You mean the ones that aren't noticed by other people complimented?
Oof.
No, it was.
Dang.
I don't know who's noticing who's not. It was just other kids in the they have a cohort schedule rather than a you pick your class schedule. So they're all in the same classes together for 4 years.
Oh, that's
So they're all either hate each other or friends with each other by the end.
I guess they just know by this point, who their enemies are.
Yeah, but they're usually friendly with the 11th graders. They're all at least friendly.
Did you have any enemies in high school?
Did she want to kill?
Austin.
Not that I can think of.
I had an enemy. His name was Brandon, and in freshman year we were friends. But then sophomore year I decided I didn't like him. But
is it because you kidnapped him?
no, that was a different case.
So you admit this happened. The kidnapping.
I never kidnapped a kid.
How old was he? Like 7?
No! Oh my God, we're not going over. We've gone over the kidnapping thing on this podcast.
Last
Almost
time-
every single episode.
Last time we brought this up, we said when Andy comes on, he would confirm or deny if this happened.
And Andy just confirmed
I
that.
wasn't there, but he told me.
I'm not denying that the series of events that took place did take place. They did. But what I am denying is that they're kidnapping.
Under
They're
a
not
legal
kidnapping.
constitution, that is the definition
So,
of kidnapping.
You're openly admitting to the fact that you kidnapped someone.
No.
On a podcast.
On a podcast.
A public podcast.
No.
Well, the statute of limitations already he can't get in trouble.
Yeah.
But morally, you are a bad person.
I did questionable things.
Maybe.
I did not have sexual relations with that.
And Nick, you should know, you're a history major.
Yeah, no, he kidnapped
wait,
someone.
Nick, can you tell me who Ted Bundy is again?
He's a serial killer.
Oh yeah, Nick didn't know who Ted Bundy was.
Everyone knows.
How did you not know
Everyone knows
who Ted Bundy was? How did you not know that?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 6. My mic isn't making lights.
Nick's
when
trying
I
to
talk.
go away from the conversation.
You're a little low, but I think you're still good.
Beep boop boop.
I don't hear Nick at all, to be honest.
Are you seriously?
Wait, Nick,
Do you hear
talk?
me?
I can hear him.
Oh wait, go again.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
I do hear
there
him,
you go.
actually. Yeah,
There you
okay,
go.
never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Start this whole thing over.
No, it's
No,
okay.
no,
That's just
We're
bonus.
off the
that's,
air.
That's bonus
That's
content.
like sneak peek.
Wait, so we're talking about how Nick just didn't know who Ted Bundy was.
Because he was telling me about his award, and I said, I don't know what I said, but I mentioned Ted Bundy, and Nick's like, who is that? And I just look at him.
It's basically Zac Efron.
Speaking of Ted Bundy, so Riley, my roommate, watched.
Yeah.
She watched. Okay.
Oh yeah, Paulie kidnapped him.
No,
Well,
she watched.
We don't know if he's murdered.
So she
I mean,
watched
you
the
look
Ted
the
Bundy
same.
tapes, and since then, she's been accusing me that me and Ted Bundy are the same person,
You
which
are?
is nonsense. How?
You look the same.
Okay, that's
Your
valid.
name. Your name happens to be Ted.
No, but she's like, I'm not even kidding. She's legitimately so terrified of Ted Bundy that. So the other day we bought groceries, and well, no. So me and Amara were coming home, and Amara had some groceries, and I had some groceries. So Amara gets in the house before I do. Riley lets her in, and Riley closes the door before I get in and deadbolts it.
Oh shit!
And I'm holding
she's about to
groceries. I'm
murder
like,
you.
Riley, why did you do that? And she's like, well, you don't know how long it takes a serial killer to get in. And every single time I'm home, I'm home alone and the door's unlocked, and she just walks in and she's like, look how quickly I could have killed you. I'm like, I'm not the serial killer here. That's you. She's the one talking about
Does
killing.
she know Ted Bundy's dead?
Yeah, she does.
Is he?
I mean, you didn't know who he was until recently.
Yeah, do you know anything about him, Nick?
There's also other serial killers
I didn't know
out
that-
there.
But he's the most prominent that people
Ted
know.
Cruz.
He is not the most
Well,
prominent.
people will know him if they see his name.
No, I know. Yeah, I think of the Zodiac killer, Ted Cruz.
How do you know they're
Zodiac
not the one
Killer
and the
is
same?
still alive.
How do you know they're not one and the same?
Yeah, he's in public office. It's Ted
knows
Cruz.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that he was a child at the same time as the Zodiac killer was around, but
How do you know they're not
He
the
started
same person?
early.
Yeah, he started very early.
Really
Yeah,
early.
He got a head start.
time travel.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I mean, I wasn't there. But,
I mean, none of us were there.
Another weird thing that happened to me this week was I went to a McDonald's to get a shake or one of those things, you know.
That's a mistake. Go on.
Anyway,
was this Shamrock one?
In winter?
no, they didn't have that one yet.
But it's March.
It
They
just
had
turned
what?
much.
Oh man. Well, anyway.
But usually they get it like a little.
I had
before,
all
too.
my camera equipment because I've been filming my thesis. I had all my camera equipment in the back of my car.
So they immediately assumed that you were about to film a McDonald's porno.
That's
Got
exact. No, okay. I thought you were gonna say commercial. That was an exact.
I mean, 50-50.
No,
it. I mean, free advertising.
the kid at the front, like who gave me my food, was like, "Oh, are you a photographer?" And I didn't really know what to say because I'm not technically I'm not a professional
You should've just
photographer, but
lied.
I've taken photographs, so I was like, "Yeah." That's what I did, Austin, basically.
Mhm.
And then he was like, "Oh, can I get your phone number?" I was like, "Sure." So I gave him my phone number, and yeah, he's been texting me a lot. Actually, he's got some big plans. Let me tell you, he hasn't told me his name yet.
Bigger than McDonald's.
I don't know this guy's name.
But he wants to make a visual imposium. I don't know if that's the right use of the word imposium.
It's not.
But he wants
Go
to
on.
make a visual imposium that he can then make a music video out of.
Don't you have your own thesis
Okay,
to
so
be
wait,
worrying about?
before you go a little bit further, Austin, please define the word imposium.
It's a
And the word
big-
visual.
It's a big, big thing. Visual is seeing stuff with your eyeballs.
You see what I mean when Austin says nothing of value?
But the people love me.
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
true. The
sorry.
people do love him. I love him.
I think Austin is the fan
I do
favorite,
love
to be
him, too.
honest.
I like Austin.
Low
Honest,
key.
I love Austin.
It's
I
three
don't-
people
I
right
can't
there.
tell you why I love him. I just love him.
He's just a lovable guy. Our viewers can confirm.
Gross, don't have to do that.
But anyway, I think I'm going to stop responding to this guy's text messages.
What if he's the serial killer and knocks on your door?
What if you have to go
The
back
one
to
time.
McDonald's?
He could be 10 minutes.
He doesn't know my address, right?
But Paulie, what if you have to go back to McDonald's and get the the
Well,
shamrock
if he asked
shake?
me if I'm a photographer, I would just be like, "Nah, that's my twin brother."
You know how
Shit.
easy it is to find someone's address?
No,
He doesn't know my name.
he also rents. He doesn't live. He doesn't own the property. He rents it.
Yeah, but okay, never mind.
It's a little more difficult. It's like it's like if someone looked up where I lived, they would say Arcadia University, and then they'd be like, "All right, well that narrows it down to a couple hundred people."
Well, I did like this assignment for like my cybersecurity class, and like I found out like everywhere where my girlfriend like lived, including where she currently lives, and she just moved in there.
Oh yeah, you can also like you can just like call like I think Dwyer showed me this in the class, but you can like just get people like if you have somebody's call logs, you can like figure out like tons of information about them.
Spooky.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I figured out who like her grandma was, and like her full name.
Oh, you
I think
did
you could have asked
23andMe,
her.
the ancestry thing?
No. Like I just did like a simple search of like
Oh,
her name.
The one that costs no
also
money.
23andMe, that is legit.
That's scary.
No, that's scary because they're like collecting people's DNA. That's what the point of it is. 'Cause
Yeah, and they're giving it to the FBI.
Yeah.
No, that's completely.
Also, you know how Domino's has that new thing where you can take a picture of any pizza
Yeah.
and you get points towards a free pizza? I don't know how, but somehow that is related to like heavy government pizza related conspiracy. Yes. Nick.
What would those conspiracies?
Yeah.
be?
All right. No. Listen.
Here we
They're,
go.
they're trying to get. Listen. So soon the computers will be able to tell if something is a pizza or not.
My phone can already do that.
So like photo recognition.
Exactly.
pizzas.
But
For pizzas.
soon they'll disguise like weapons as missiles, maybe as weapons as pizzas. They're gonna disguise weapons as pizzas.
You've left out one important factor to this.
Yes.
Papa
No.
John's.
What?
All right. I got a really big issue. I'm cutting this off entirely. So I have this thing called Google Lens, which it uses Google when you take a
That's
picture of
fucking
something.
Google, I
It
didn't
searches. This is a Google Pixel, so like it's
Sponsored
Google.
by
No.
Domino's.
Yeah, we're ignoring all
Did you
this.
already have a pixel?
I got it in December. Just
Oh.
let's not answer the
Sponsored
question.
by Domino's.
So I took a picture of this mic to prove of what this mic's gonna be. To prove your point. Like we already have this technology. Do you want to know what it thinks it is?
It's a pizza.
It thinks it's a Predator drone. I'm not joking.
It
Yeah,
That I can
identifies.
have all three of these people in this room.
It
confirm.
identifies as a predator
It
drone.
does. The Google does think that the microphone is a predator.
It
drone.
thinks the microphone is. No, I
That's
can be
why
specific.
Domino's is trying to get people to take pictures of pizzas.
No.
They want the computers to get smarter.
It's
Okay, but what about
specific.
Papa John's?
It says
How does
it's-
Papa John's fit into this?
It says it's a General Atomics MQ-1 Predator.
We got really
very-
specific.
It knows exactly which Predator drone this mic would be if it were a Predator drone.
It wants. I think your phone wants
That's
to
kind of
kill
odd,
you.
actually.
Yeah, that's actually.
But like, I thought this would be like cool. Be like, all right, I'll prove it's a
Do you
mic.
think
and I
it'll
can
be?
look
Do you
at
think
it.
if Facebook made that, you could take a picture of me and it'd be like, oh, this is Paul Polito. Here's his Facebook.
Let me find out.
Well,
Technology
wait, that's not a
marches
thing on Facebook yet.
Technology
Well, this is
marches
Google Lens.
on.
Oh, you're gonna see what product it
Oh,
thinks I am.
it knows that this is audio equipment.
Ooh,
Well, that's something.
your
Oh.
phone knows.
Yeah.
Don't take a picture of me. I don't
Uh,
know what Danny was.
It knows you're sitting in a chair.
Oh my god, chair.
All right.
It's
I've
not-
had enough of this
It's
nonsense.
alright. I can tell that.
Put this nonsense away.
This boondoggle.
It's not a perfect science.
All
guys,
you do
but-
is boondoggle, Nick.
All right, sorry to like completely cut us off, but you said that and reminded me of that, and then I found out that happened.
Yeah. All right. So, Andy, how has your week, your life been?
It's pretty good. My girlfriend left Monday, but the real excitement picked up on Wednesday when I accidentally stole my boss's phone. Drove to Arcadia, had to drive all the way back to work to drop off his phone.
How'd you accidentally steal his phone?
He has the same exact phone as me.
Like-
same case, same model,
Same background?
same background.
Maybe he's your twin.
You do not have the same background.
Don't-
No, we did not, but we were both locked, and he left it on my desk.
Maybe he's your twin.
No, but he did call me screaming and accuse me of stealing his phone.
I was gonna say, don't you work
Oh,
for
was
the
he mad?
government?
Yeah, he was kind of mad.
Damn, but that's not your fault though.
I took his phone.
Well, I mean, he left. Didn't he leave it there though?
Yeah, he did leave it there.
Yeah, so that's not your fault then.
He was asking you to take it.
Yeah. He took your phone too, didn't he then?
Very
No, I
politely.
took both of the phones.
Wait, you took both. Wait.
That's even
You,
We
worse.
have found
took
the
both
issue.
phones, but you didn't realize. Wait, what?
No, because mine was in my book bag.
Oh.
And so, I casually, I did not remember. Well, I was very tired. I have to wake up at 6 o'clock to go to this job. Drive all the way to Wendorn.
Where's
and then it's 5 minutes away from me.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very bad. I mean, it's a good job. I mean, it pays decently. It's $13 an hour. But I stole my boss's phone.
That's fun.
He won't let me know anymore.
Damn.
Did you show him hey, we have?
No, I did. I was like, please don't turn me into the cops, please. We have the same phone, please. What's even worse is that I think his wife or his girlfriend texted him,
Ooh.
and I saw a peek of the text.
Was
All
it-
right,
was it-
we can't
was it-
reveal this information. This could
Yeah,
be
is
government
this, like-
secrets.
Yeah, are we getting into government stuff here?
No, it's not government.
Was it
stuff.
naughty?
It was a little naughty.
It was
Yeah.
naughty. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I mean,
How naughty?
Well, I never said I worked for the government.
On the moist meter, how naughty is it? On the moist meter.
Well, yeah, you
Jesus,
work for.
Austin.
I was gonna say you work for the North Korean government.
That's.
Wow, good joke, Nick.
Yeah, it was not.
Wow, Nick, you're a history
Which was
major.
worse because I didn't mean to look at it. I just because you know when you pick up iPhones
Yeah, it just shows you.
It just shows you, and then all I saw.
I don't
I'm
know.
not gonna say the word for the audience.
It's because I have the Google Pixel 3. I don't know that issue.
I'm pretty sure you can guess.
Oh
what it
boy.
is.
Oof.
Yeah.
Big oof.
Wow, that's
It's very bad. Yeah.
Oh, today at work something exciting happened. Not really exciting, but exciting in the standards of LA fitness excitement.
You stole someone's goggles again?
No, I stole goggles because I wanted to swim, and someone left goggles and lost and found. Anyway,
Yeah, eye infections.
Yeah, that's
I
what we
cleaned them. I
said.
used dish soap.
Oh,
and
okay,
everything.
no,
Yeah.
you're good then.
Dish
Yeah,
soap
we
is
went
good.
over this.
Anyway, so this woman comes to the front desk, and so you gotta understand, there's a basketball court, and the basketball court has a fire exit.
Dude, I love basketball.
And this woman says, "Oh, this kid let his friends in through the fire exit at the basketball court, and now the alarm keeps going off." And my boss just left. Then he's the one with the key to shut off the fire alarm. So I go to the basketball court, and I'm like, "Yeah, there's definitely a fire alarm going off," and it's so loud that it's pounding in your ear. If you're in it for 5 seconds, it hurts. And this woman's just practicing volleyball while this fire siren goes off.
Maybe she's deaf.
Maybe.
Well, then
But I was like, okay, so I grabbed one of the assistant managers, and who's one of the sales guys, and I was like, yo, this is the situation. So he got mad. He was like, yo, we gotta get these kids, and I was like, okay, Larry.
I feel like that's
Larry.
we should do. That should be towards the bottom of the.
Yeah, so I call my real boss, and I'm like, hey, Brian, this happened. He's like, all right, I'll be back. He literally just left, so he was like, all right, I'm gonna turn around and bring the key. Because there is an extra key, but it's you have to know the lockbox code to get it, and I'm not technically know the lockbox code. So
Are you sure you're not working for the government?
no, it's a gym. And so he comes back, and we shut off the fire alarm. But then, as we're all leaving the basketball court, now that the alarm's off, we see these 3 kids running down the treadmill area, and they run into the basketball court, and they grab backpacks. And Larry and my boss just charge them, and they're like, yo, stop it, and the kids stop, and then they gave them, a good old scolding.
Wait, did they call the cops?
No, they were 13.
Oh,
But the thing is, so my boss was like, yeah, there's been older guys, 22-year-olds and shit who have been doing that, and he feels like the kids were following by example,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sweet.
and so he didn't scold them too badly.
Something.
But he says if any of the 20 older people are doing it, he's gonna give them
Give them the
a
cops.
good suspension, if you would.
Well,
Slap
no,
on the
I mean,
hand.
like I'd rather kids like go into a gym and play basketball than like do other stuff in the streets.
Well, yeah, but you gotta pay for the membership.
Is this also Fort Washington?
It was Fort Washington.
Yeah, there's not much streets.
No, there's really not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a hotel.
Yeah.
Just a
Well,
hotel.
I mean, I guess don't do that.
Well, they might not live right around there.
I mean,
They
yeah.
might have walked. Yeah. We don't know their story.
Yeah, come on, Nick.
We should
Nick.
invite
Yeah,
them on the
well, then
podcast.
it's like-
Either way, I think they
Dublin.
learned a valuable lesson.
Did you learn a valuable lesson?
Yes.
Yeah,
From
what was the
watching them
lesson?
learn a valuable lesson?
Just pay the dude in the front like $1. I mean, that's good.
Yo, I would, yeah, pretty much. So technically, it costs $15 for a day for a workout session at LA, like to work out at LA Fitness. And the reason it costs so much is because they're obviously just trying to get you to buy a membership. They're like, it's $15 for a day, but it's $30 for a whole month. You might as well just get the
And then
month.
you're trapped in a contract with
Yeah,
us.
That's a lot for a month.
Yeah, but then and then you're trapped in the contract, and that's the whole point.
How much is the contract?
What do you mean?
Like how long? Not how much. How long?
Well,
is the contract?
you have to pay first, last, and at least one extra month. So minimum, it's $90. And then most people end up keeping it, and they make it hard to cancel. So most people end up in it for like 6 or 7
Yeah,
months.
that's why. I mean, I have the Planet Fitness one.
Yeah, those are nice though. Those are
The
cheap.
Planet Fitness.
Don't they
that's-
also have pizza there on Monday nights or
Yeah,
something?
they do.
You-
And bagels Monday mornings.
That's sick.
Yeah.
You should switch jobs.
But yeah, I mean, what's the point of having pizza at Planet Fitness?
Well, I would just have the Planet Fitness membership, work out, and then eat some pizza.
Is
yeah,
it
but
just-
that's so counterproductive.
Wait,
Yeah,
I have
but
a
I don't
question.
care. I'm gonna eat something anyway.
I have a question. How,
Yeah, but pizza of all things.
I like pizza.
where do they get the pizza? Is it like good pizza?
It's like a local pizza shop.
Okay, good.
So-
Okay, so you know
that
it's
is-
good.
No, this is
Yeah.
it. So the one I go to at least, there's like one like next to like where I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and then the gym used to be like an old theater actually,
Yeah.
and so they renovated the theater to make it into a gym.
Is there still a stage?
No, but you could tell that there was like a theater there because like in the front like they still have like some of the seats,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty tight.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's 2 stories too.
Oh, I like that. My
Well-
gym's 2 stories, but the second story is kind of a joke.
But this was one story. Haha.
Wow,
And
Nick
we're gonna
Ray,
ignore Nick.
woohoo.
And you lost your reward.
Oh, right, but sometimes people come into the gym and they want to pay the $15 day fee, and I'm like, oh, are you paying with cash? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's only 10 for the day then.
I was like, ooh, I see what you do there.
Yeah, it works out pretty well for me. Because I actually get money if they pay the day fee for the $15. I get 2% of the $15, so that's about 30 cents, I believe. Or I can get a solid 10. One time a guy was like, I only have 5, and I was like, it's okay. Yeah, I'm not a great employee. But I
And
mainly
you're
I mainly
getting
work
all
at the
this.
kids club now. I don't really do front desk anymore, so
I feel like there's a
That's
reason
why.
for
so
this.
although I am doing front desk tomorrow morning.
And you just
Do you
this-
take
just
money
admitted
from the
this.
kids?
No, I don't take money from the
I don't
kids.
steal kids. Why do kids need money?
Although,
Tell me.
all right, wait.
No,
So,
no,
the other
I
so the
agree.
other morning, listen. So Cameron brought a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle robot, and it was sick. It was
A-
big. It was like
a robot.
Yeah, it was like a Transformer thing, but the Teenage Mutant Turtles went inside it.
Was it
So
like
a
a truck?
Megazord?
Yeah, it was like sort of like no, it wasn't a truck. It was like a robot, like
Like
a
a Megazord.
cyborg type thing.
No, it's kind of like a mech.
I mean, it was like a mech. That's the word. Yeah, thank you.
Not a mech.
So then Lucas comes, and Lucas brought a Lightning McQueen and a Mater.
Ooh.
Ooh, how big?
We're
like-
they fit in your hand, you know.
Alright.
Why was that the question?
Well, because like these things,
They've got those big ones.
You want-
because like they sell those really big Lightning McQueen ones,
Have you
like the
seen
size of
these?
our head.
Have you seen these?
Yeah, we were just
Why?
in the toy section. You know?
But we didn't see
Don't tell
those.
these people that we're reading.
Oh yeah, where were you guys at the toy store? I saw you on
Don't
Snapchat.
worry about it. We'll tell you
Oh, I
later.
forgot I posted on my Snapchat. I self-incriminated.
We were in Walmart and we were just walking
We were
around.
Oh.
looking for
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
All right, so my thought is like, is Lightning McQueen gonna fight the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle robot? Like
You don't know
that's
that.
where I was going with this.
Oh no! Well, what happened was Lucas and Cameron made a deal that they would trade toys temporarily.
and he stole the
Well, no, Lucas played a con on Cameron and basically said, "Oh, I never said you could have the cars. I said you could have Lightning McQueen. Mater's still mine." So now Lucas is hoarding 2 toys, and he's got all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So obviously that made Cameron upset.
Are you like detailing the lives of these children?
Grow up.
Well, basically what
Welcome to life. This is called taxes.
so basically what happened was Cameron went into the corner and started to cry, and I didn't have time to deal with this morning because I had a Russia reading to do on my phone. So I was like, "Listen, Cameron, we're gonna color now," and then we colored, and that was a good time.
Did you enjoy it?
Nobody really enjoys coloring.
What?
They all just like do it for like 8 seconds. They're like, look what I made. I'm like, wow, that's garbage.
Maybe because you have bad opinions.
No, you gotta show them up. Look what I mean.
No, sometimes if I don't have any homework to do, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna draw a pirate ship. It's gonna have an ocean. I'm gonna add an alligator.
I hope you draw like these kids. Like I hope you're like your best work is like these kids. Like
That's a terrible fate to wish on someone.
No, just so they can be like, wow, I'm almost as good as that guy.
No, yeah, I'm like, I
They
think.
think that Paulie's the best artist out here.
They have no
In
idea.
reality, he has like a broken hand.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
I do suck. I'll give it
He doesn't
that.
know how to write
It doesn't even color
I
inside
think
the
that the
lines.
kids kind of like me because I'm pretty like blunt with them. Like I don't like talking to kids like weird.
I
Like,
don't think anybody likes talking to kids.
no, but like I don't like you know how most people are like, hey Lucas. I'm just like,
And you
"Sup,
raise your
Lucas?"
voice.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm just like, sup Lucas. What we doing today, bro? And he's like, we're gonna play with the blocks. And I'm like, yo, then we build with the blocks.
Okay, Fortnite.
Are they allowed to have Legos or? Is
Yeah, we
it
have
chip
300
Legos?
Legos. Oh my god, speaking of the Legos, there's this one kid. He's 3 years old.
He keeps eating them.
No, his name, they all do that. But his name is Logan. So let me tell you how Logan likes to play with blocks, okay? So we have this big case with 300 Legos in it. Logan likes to pick it up. Yes.
No, Nick, let him finish.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
how can there be 300 if the kids eat them?
Oh my god.
They
I
don't
hate you.
swallow them. Anyway.
That's like somehow
You just had to ask.
No, they just
you
like-
just had to
they
know.
just
Because
kinda
now
like,
you keep them.
No,
You just had to know.
It's like what dogs do with like their territory. These kids are doing with their Legos. I ate 500 red ones. They're all mine.
So anyway, how Logan likes to play with Legos is he takes the case and then lifts it straight above his head, having the 300 Legos shower him. Then they all land on the floor, and then he likes to pick them up individually and throw them across the room.
It's
That's living the
inspiration.
good life.
This kid is concerning. That's all.
And he's just, yeah, no, he really is. He's just laughing hysterically. He's like, yeah!
Oh, he knows something.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah,
He
he-
definitely knows something we don't know.
There's something we're missing.
This
Yeah,
man
no.
is living the life.
And then sometimes, because, that's a real hassle for me to clean when he leaves. So sometimes I'm like, Logan, why don't we play with any other of the many toys we have? And so I'll put him on the slide or something, and he'll slide down it, and I'll be like, why don't you slide again? And he starts going, no, and he runs back to the Legos.
He
and
knows
does
you're
the same
bamboozling
thing.
him. He knows you're trying to swindle
Yeah.
him.
Well,
Oh, and then the other thing he wants to do is so there's a bathroom for the kids, and it has a sink for them to wash their hands, obviously. And literally, if I step within 10 feet of the door, he just looks at me and he goes, "Wash hands, wash hands," and he doesn't stop until I let him wash his hands.
Wait, how old is this kid?
3.
are you gonna stop him from washing
No,
his
but
hands?
well, no.
Like-
Okay, so the thing is, I have to open the door to the bathroom because it's the doorknob is high, so little kids can't get in, obviously.
Oh my god. Never mind. Keep going.
Well, you don't want them to drown.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
What if they try-
Yeah, no.
I was thinking, you just imagine like a little kid.
So I basically have to let Logan wash his hands
Are we laughing about child death now?
7 times a day.
They're laughing. They're oh, Paulie's doing it too.
This kid's like swimming in the toilet. He said it's like a whirlpool.
Oh,
It's
God.
like a whirlpool. And he still has his Legos.
This is what you get for throwing the Legos, you little shit.
Oh my god.
Legos? That's funny.
He's gonna ask you
I
one
can
day.
just imagine like a kid like an oversized toilet,
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's like swirling. This kid's like building Legos. He's got like 2 reds, 1
Well, I was
blue.
thinking, Paulie's like, so you get for throwing the Legos, you little shit, like dunks his head.
I mean,
No, he Kobe's it into the toilet, but like boom. Oh, what you gonna play with now, kid?
Kobe
flushes it down.
dumps all 300 in.
Yeah, Legos are sick.
I'm actually upset that they don't have Legos for Captain Marvel in stores. Like, I like looking at the Lego sets. I'm like, oh, that's cool. 22.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It says its age is
Although the
3.
Plymouth Meeting Mall does have the Lego store, and it has some pretty sick stuff.
It's all, they have like
They did
the
pretty well too.
they have the to scale replica of the Millennium Falcon. Like it's to scale
To
for the
scale?
like
What
for
do
the
you mean
little.
to scale?
It's
I
like,
mean, like actual.
Yeah, like it's like as big as this
From the
classroom.
no,
Yeah.
like it's like if those Lego people were people sized.
So it's
and
not to
Millennium-
scale.
Oh my god.
No, it's like
You mean in
It's- so
proportion?
in proportion.
Okay,
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you, thank
yeah.
you.
Because to scale.
You mean, no, so you mean they actually built the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, I was like, we gotta go yesterday.
Yeah, what are we doing
Yeah.
here?
Why are we recording?
Yeah, that
You know,
was-
it's like,
Did
it's
you guys,
like,
did you guys actually see like the Star Wars land they're building in like Disneyland?
yeah.
No.
That stuff, that thing looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to afford to
No,
go there.
yeah, I'm definitely not.
I know that in like 2020, Universal Studios is opening Nintendo Land, and I want to be able to like take
Ooh.
Danny like the first week. Like
Yeah.
that is my goal.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I hope it's good and not like subpar. You know?
Not like Harry Potter.
Oh,
Land.
are you guys excited for the Detective Pikachu?
I was a little concerned about it. Then
Second
I
trailer.
like thought about it.
Second
I think it looks
trailer.
good. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I'm excited.
Did
for
you guys
it.
notice that Snorlax was blocking the bike lane? in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
trailer?
yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know this. I saw.
I
it
didn't
on
know.
Twitter,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm not like a genius. But,
Yeah.
But no, I like the effects. I think it's a really
Like,
good idea.
yeah,
Like, they
I think
can make
some
it
of them
work.
look bad.
But I think they're supposed
I
to.
like
look-
Ludicolo.
I love
Yeah.
Ludicolo. I like the way he sounds though. He's
Yeah.
like Ludicolo.
I like that they picked Ryan Reynolds too.
Yeah.
That was a good
Like
call.
I wish they did Danny DeVito. Like I really did.
We all do.
I think that if there's a sequel, Danny DeVito has to be like
No.
his
Some-
like
he has to
yeah.
get-
He's
He's
gonna be
gotta
the
get
sidekick.
something.
They get Meowth, and he talks. It's Danny DeVito.
Oh my god,
No,
that's pretty hot.
I don't know. I think it
Interesting.
should be a Pikachu to be honest.
But it could be Ryan Reynolds versus Danny DeVito.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be sick though.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
be
you
sick.
get both of them. I don't know. This is something I don't know if I'm gonna.
Also,
want to
Mewtwo was in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. At the very end.
I wonder like what. Well, Danny played the game Detective Pikachu, and he was like telling me about it. Oh, so like there's a very obvious plot twist that I won't say, but it's gonna be like the plot twist.
It's a very obvious plot twist that I won't say, but it's very obvious.
I feel
got
like
a feeling I know
if
what
you
it is,
think you
too.
can figure it
Is
out.
it Pikachu?
Yeah, it's like Pikachu's identity. I would say.
Yeah,
without
it's-
spoiling it. That's as far as
It's
it
kind of
goes.
easy to figure out, but
Did his dad die and he's actually imagining Pikachu? talking?
Spoilers?
Damn, no, that's
No,
like,
that's
yo, I
like-
hate. You know that Rugrats fan theory that's like, oh, it's all just in Angelica's head. Tommy's a stillborn. Like, what the hell?
No, they
what
break-
the hell? What evidence is there in any episode of Rugrats that Tommy Pickles
I grew up on
is a
this series.
stillborn?
That's why I am the way I am.
well, that and there's like no, it was
Nick, you move closer.
the twins were a miscarriage, so that's
No,
why
that's
the
stupid
twins.
too.
Like they're all
There's no
dead.
evidence for this. There are babies that do things in every single episode of Rugrats.
Chucky died in the accident with his mom.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I saw that from a mile away. Really though.
I hate you so much. What are you doing?
I feel like there's something with Dill too.
Dill is one of the twins.
Oh, Dill.
No.
Phil and
no,
Will.
Dill's the baby.
Why
Dill's
did
the
they
baby.
name? Also,
No, it's because Dill was like neglected by his father because he kept making toys.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
that's right.
Because Chucky died, and the toys were for Chucky.
Not for Chucky, for
Or
Tommy.
no, for Tommy,
but
yeah.
that's not like a real theory. That's
No,
just a
it's
bunch
not
of
real.
sad things
It's-
that
no,
someone
it's-
thought
yeah,
of.
It's just like a couple like coincidences.
It's supposed to
There's no coincidence though. There's nothing to
It's
it.
supposed to ruin your childhood.
No.
Well, Paulie, do you
Confirmed.
look up Paw Patrol theories?
I don't think there are. Although I do have a theory about Vampirina. Have you guys seen Vampirina?
No.
Okay, so
Never even
Vampirina,
heard of it, actually.
it's a show for like 4-year-olds.
Can you give me the
So
background?
so basically, there's this girl named V.
What's the lore?
So she
When did it take place?
grew up in Transylvania until she was 5. She's a family of vampires, and then her
Wait, family of what?
vampires
A family of what?
in Transylvania.
The real one?
Yeah.
When?
But then when she turned 6, her
Wait, how old is she again?
she when she turned 6, her parents moved to
What
Pennsylvania.
station is this on?
Disney Junior.
No, it's on AOL Kids.
So then Vampirina has to learn to adapt to human life while also trying to share some of her culture, her vampire culture.
Does
with
she
It
the
sounds
human
like
kids.
an analogy
Is
for
she in
something.
like Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or racist?
Just like suburby, I guess. Like it's not
Okay.
very clear. But I have a theory that her father is a ambassador for Transylvania United States relations.
Is that a thing? Is
Why
that a
wouldn't
real
he be in
thing?
DC then?
Hmm?
Why wouldn't he be in DC?
Not all ambassadors. are.
Yeah,
I,
no,
I'm just saying, but like,
And so
Who
he's
picks
got, and the
Pennsylvania?
thing is, he's got a lot of powerful connections. Like
they're not
Frankenstein
in jail.
had his wedding at
There's
Vampirina's
suburbs-
house.
there's suburbs outside of Philadelphia, like Arcadia.
well, they never said that it was like.
Yeah, well, they didn't say a lot of things, but Paul left out a lot of details because he doesn't.
Like,
want
what
to
town
spoil
are
the
they
show
in?
for us.
What? Where's the
What
lore?
It
town?
doesn't say. It just says Pennsylvania. But
That's oddly vague.
well, I don't know. She's 6.
Pennsylvania is the third largest.
Is it just because it rhymes with Transylvania?
I knew what
She moved from one Anya to another Anya.
I knew what town I lived in when I was 6.
Is it really?
Yeah, Horsham.
Yeah, well, guess what, Nick? You're also not a vampire child.
Wait, what's the
As
last-
far
She's got a lot more things to worry about.
Well, Nick, are you a vampire?
Do you know what happened in the last episode of Vampirina? She had
Wait, it's already over.
no, the last one I saw.
Oh.
Um,
Damn, that was fast.
Five,
season finale.
5 seasons.
So
Season
she
finale.
had
Zero
she had the
seasons.
baddies, Nick. That means when you sneeze, you turn into a bat. And she was trying to stop her teacher from finding out she's a vampire.
Why
I would
wouldn't?
let my kid
Yeah,
watch it
just
now.
just don't go to
It's very
school.
violent.
Just keep
Well, she
your
was
kid home.
sick. That was a good option,
Yeah,
actually.
just
And then
keep
another
your kid
episode,
home.
she had a bat hair day. Not a
Oh,
bad hair day,
no.
a bat hair day. That means her hair becomes like a monster
Oh,
that can
I
like
like
eat
Loco.
people.
No.
No, it's a
I
good.
like
No,
Loco.
listen, like
This
I
is
have
amazing.
strong opinions about each children's television show.
I-
Wait, so growing up, what was your favorite TV show? Like,
Arthur.
Really? No, like Are you serious?
Okay,
Arthur was your
wait, are we talking when we were like a
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
or when
yeah.
we were like
I'm
a
talking
kid?
About, I'm talking about like elementary school.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Or like middle school.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Or,
That was a good
I-
one.
I hated it.
I
I
was-
love it.
I hated it.
I was not allowed to watch Ed, Ed and Eddie. This is
I
the
can see
one
why.
show.
Other
It's
demons.
funny,
Yeah.
you know.
Is it because they said dork?
No, like my mom just hated that show. I was allowed to watch South Park, so it wasn't the language.
Oh,
Like,
Clearly.
I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons, but me and my brother would do it anyway, muted with captions on, and then when my mom came in the room, we would switch it to Nick that when Zoe 101 was always on.
Love Zoe 101.
So my mom thought me and my brother were like really into Zoe 101.
Wait, so what was your favorite one?
Hmm.
Austin, you said yours was Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't want to be basic, but it's probably SpongeBob, honestly.
Yeah.
Old SpongeBob.
Right, you go first. I gotta think.
Ben 10. The original.
Ben 10 was good.
Okay.
OG Ben 10
All right.
one.
Let's see. I really like Kids Next Door. When I was
Ooh,
Yeah,
That's
I
a good
know.
one. That's a
Okay.
good one.
No, because like growing up, Cartoon Network had like the
No,
It was
He
the
had
no, I
like
feel-
good shit.
hottest shows ever.
Well, no, Nickelodeon was good too.
I also
No, they did, but like they only had like a couple shows. But those
Yeah.
couple
Whereas
shows-
Cartoon
Yeah.
Network was consistent.
I
you
just
know?
feel like SpongeBob has like so much good stuff. Like I could still watch any SpongeBob, and not any, but any of my childhood SpongeBob and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
I really like the
But I feel like Cartoon Network. I feel like Cartoon Network had higher peaks, and Nickelodeon had like consistency.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah.
I would say that.
I would
Yeah,
agree,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I know it came out when we were like older, but I also loved Flapjack.
That was
I didn't like watch those at the time.
The humor was hit or miss
when
sometimes.
they got on like Hulu,
Yeah.
I watched them.
I like Flap. I also like the way it's drawn. Like it's drawn really cool.
I like. I'm iffy about the art style. It was weird.
For me, I liked the art style, but it was like kind of like what else said. It was hit or miss with some of the stuff. Like sometimes like yeah, it's kind of funny. Other times it's like yeah, it's just like
Lame.
lame. It depended on the episode.
What was your favorite show when you were like a baby though? Like
I
do you
don't
know?
remember.
Mine,
I never had cable.
mine was Teletubbies.
There
I
was like a show about like cats. They were like Siamese cats.
I know what you
I
mean.
know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Whatever that was called.
It was
I
on
watched
like
that really
PBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was on PBS because that was the only channel we had because we didn't have cable. So
Weren't the cats like communists though? 'Cause they were.
No, you're thinking of
That's
the
probably why I love them.
you're thinking of the Aristocats.
No.
So
yes,
I got
you are.
my I remember apparently I didn't have a favorite show, but my favorite movie was Toy Story, and I acted out the whole movie and knew every single word when I was like a baby.
God.
Like
Yo, when I was
3.
playing Kingdom Hearts 3 and Toy Story was on, Nick was freaking out.
Nick was losing his mind.
Yeah, it was like my favorite thing growing up. Like I was Buzz. I went back and forth for like 5 years for Halloween being Buzz and Woody. Like I just like went back and forth.
Or you not. Never mind.
You could pull off a good Woody though. You're tall.
Damn right you can.
Say the line. There's a snake in my.
I didn't say which line.
Yeah, I was like, come on. No,
He's got many lines.
Say the line.
There's a
Say the
snake
line.
in my
No,
food.
no.
The line.
no, say the line. And by that you mean the entire Toy Story script.
Right here. Let's go.
Like if you like gave me a day to watch the movie a couple times over, I could reenact it again probably.
That's a little
Oh.
concerning.
That's season finale for the podcast.
But Teletubbies, to go off that.
Yeah, it's illegal.
So for context, I actually had to go to speech therapy all throughout
Oh, me
elementary
too.
school, and I blame Teletubbies.
Oh, you went in high school? I went when I was like
No,
5.
elementary school.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like still can't say certain words.
Yeah.
And you're a teacher?
Well, there's still words I can't say right.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I can't say a word
No,
either.
I fixed most of mine. My thing was I couldn't say like L's,
Yeah.
like they came out as W's.
I still have a hard time. I have to
Yeah, I spoke
focus.
Spanish. Yeah. You guys can't relate to that.
I have to
I'm
focus.
special.
Wait, finish your story, and then should we move on to questions because we have a lot of
I was
questions.
gonna say, all I was gonna
What
say
time
is,
are we recording at?
we
It's
are.
been an hour already.
No, we're only at 40 minutes.
Really?
Oh boy, but we got a lot of questions.
All right, let's go. Let's
Alright,
do some
that went
questions.
by
Some
kind of
questions.
fast. I actually like really
Yeah.
enjoyed doing this.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I would come back every week.
All
for
right,
this.
all
You
right.
guys don't want me.
Are we starting these?
Well,
Yeah.
Nick's got to finish the story.
Leave a comment
No,
down below if you want
this-
me to
All I was gonna say
Wait,
is,
you don't want to leave anyone hanging on their seat though.
I was gonna say
Leave a comment down below if you want me for future episodes.
the
Smash that like button.
only word I have a hard time. I have to like focus to say is parallel. I can't.
Parallel.
Like, I really had to like
Show
think
off.
and focus to say that. word.
Parallel.
Parallel.
Better than.
Parallel.
Like I only just recently was able to say it more than once in a row
No,
correctly.
it's all good. Like, no one's judging you. It's a safe space.
I
All
judge
right,
me.
are we ready?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Pakistan returning the Indian pilot?
Ooh, all right, we're starting with the hard one. All right, so I actually know about this.
It's like a news story. I don't know who it was. It doesn't tell me.
So long story short, just shit going down along the border as always.
Yeah.
And a pilot was shot down. And
I did
Pakistan
hear
took
about
him
this
in.
like remotely.
And like they used him as propaganda, and like he was like, "Wow, the tea's great over here." They like paraded around. They protected him while he was in Pakistan, and it was propaganda. Is what people are arguing. Is that he was being used as propaganda? Be like, "Oh, hey, look, Pakistan, they treat their prisoners well, whatever," and they just gave him back because they shot him down. It's like a quagmire. It's like confusing, really. It's 100% happening there, in my opinion.
And so
I haven't been able to like keep up to date.
I heard about it like very little, but I didn't know any of these details.
Like during my prep,
It sounds like they did some like the pilot's not in the wrong though.
Well, he was shot down.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Well, it's on a border where there's like heated shit. Like they're firing artillery fire.
Right, so maybe he
shooting
should
at
just
each
be more
other.
careful.
Yeah.
Well, he's a pilot for the military.
Oh, he's a military.
It's not like
Okay, so it's very complicated.
It was a fighter. Yeah, he was. I forget if he was a helicopter or a jet pilot. It's not like he was like some guy. Like, let me.
If it was a jet pilot, then they must have been shooting pretty hard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forget.
I think it might have been a helicopter.
I forget which it was.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either. I've like heard of it, like, 'cause you know how like you get like notifications on your phone. I'm like, yeah.
Because I was reading about the same time as the stuff with the Cohen hearings. So like I was more focused on
the
that.
Cohen
than-
hearings
That was more
were
important,
funny.
yeah.
The Cohen hearings were entertaining. I thought I was like this guy. I would get a beer with this Michael Cohen fellow.
Donald
I
Trump.
found him very likable. I don't know. I know it's like definitely wrong, but I thought he was like very.
Because he was winning over the audience,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, like obviously he's an awful person who did terrible things.
Right, but like he makes you
Everybody
engaged.
did terrible things in the government. I mean, like there are a bunch of secrets that we'll never find out.
Oh yeah,
Snakes.
absolutely. All right, next question.
This question, yeah.
This one's directed at Andy. Have you ever really eaten ass?
Was that Chris?
It doesn't tell me who asked it. But you gotta answer.
For context, Andy.
Is his
Yes,
catchphrase-
we've known it for like 3 years ago. Hi, I'm Andy Gonzalez, and I eat ass.
Yeah, basically,
That's not my cat.
if there's a situation, Andy will bring it back to eating ass.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
it's his go-to defense wall.
Yeah, he's like if you're
I feel so
if you're
sorry.
winning an argument with him, he'll basically say, "Yeah, but do you eat ass?" And
Yeah, and then that's it.
What do you
That's
say
it.
to that?
It's a good counter
What do you
argument.
say to that?
Well, anyway.
yeah, of course, duh.
Yeah, he says. All right.
All right, there you go.
Alright.
Better answer.
Next question. Where did you bury the body? I think this is Riley asking this. And
Because you're Ted
Yeah,
Bundy.
Paulie,
Yeah.
wouldn't you bury
Yeah,
the
because
body?
you're Ted
Paulie
Bundy.
is the offspring of Ted
She
Bundy.
also-
Look at his shirt right
combined
now.
with Zac Efron.
she also does this thing. Riley does this really annoying thing where. So last night
Snitching.
I shut off the light. Well, she listens anyway.
Well, there we go.
I shut off the light as I was heading upstairs, and because I shut off the light, I tripped. And she like looks at me, and she's like, and I get back up, and she's like pretending that she's acting like my trip was me trying to scare her. She's like, "You're trying to scare me. You're trying to frighten me or something." I'm like, "I know, I just tripped."
I'm
Well,
seriously
we've
gonna
learned
do
all about the
something.
dangers of
That's
tripping,
Yeah,
haven't we?
right. All right, next question. When will we get self-driving cars?
I mean, well, we already have them.
Yeah, but like I think it means like when will we
Yeah, you
like
just
when
pay
will they be
someone.
like the standard thing?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's called Uber. You just pay someone else to drive
not
you.
that
And it's
works, shut up. I don't know. The technology's a little iffy. It's like very.
I'm guessing by like 2025 they'll be like close to the standard.
They'll
It's
definitely be on the market.
The thing I wonder though is like will everybody still have their own individual vehicle when self-driving is the main way, or will like public transportation be like the more thing, like lots of monorails and stuff?
I feel like we shouldn't have self-driving cars. We should have self-recharging cars. Like
Yeah, that's more important.
More solar panel cars.
Yeah.
Although I will say, if self-driving cars come out and it's like you still legally have to be attentive, I'm not into
It's
that.
not. What's the
like,
point then?
Yeah, like I want to be able to chill in the back seat.
Have you guys seen that movie Upgrade?
No, but I've heard about. I just
No.
heard about
It's
it recently.
pretty
Did it
good,
come out
yeah.
recently? Or is it old?
Kind of. It came out like last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good. It's the dude that plays No, not the guy that plays Batman. Never mind. I don't know what this dude's.
It's not Tom Hardy.
No, it's not. But he's a good actor. I've seen him in a couple things. But it's a very good movie, and the technology they have in that movie is very, very impressive.
well,
Like filming wise or in the movie?
I mean, it's filmed pretty well.
Mm.
Pretty good.
but like it's made up technology. So
Yeah, it's dumb. Next question.
When will we get flying cars?
Ah, God damn it.
I don't think ever.
Well,
I
Nick,
hope not.
Nick, as a history major, you can tell us the timeline of how our history
So
is going to
historians are actually really bad at predicting things. But here's what I'll tell you: within the next 1,000 years.
Wait, so if you
I don't think flying cars will ever be feasible though, because like
We have
it's such a
helicopters.
waste of gas. Like
Well, we're assuming that it'd be running on gas.
All right.
That's true. Maybe they'll be running.
Yeah.
Running on air.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe they'll just be like you know how
Like
like.
cancels out. It's like PEM does. The air and the flying cars.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. What's your favorite drunk story?
So
I feel like this question is meant for me and Andy to roast each other.
Because
yeah, 'cause I don't drink.
Well, what's your favorite drunk story of me or Andy, if you have any?
yeah, I mean, yeah, because
You've seen us.
I
inebriated.
actually, I have your story.
Wait, is it gonna?
It was
embarrass me?
freshman. I mean, it was freshman year. We went to Towers, and you pretended to act drunk just to avoid talking to some guy. And you were
that's
like,
sick.
And you were like,
That's sick.
You were like coming on to be like, hey, hey, Austin, what's up? And you were pretending to be drunk, and you told me after,
Hey, who's the
just
guy?
to avoid talking to some dude.
I don't know.
that's funny.
I don't know, but that's really cool. I wish I was still that cool.
Austin, Nick, you don't have any of me.
Yeah, Nick, you must have some.
They would like always come back and be like, yeah, and super loud, and like kick a soccer ball in our room. Keep in mind, there's 7 of us that lived in his room.
Yeah, fuck.
Paulie didn't live with us, but like Austin, Andy, and I lived together. It was 4 and like Andy would like they'd all come in, like there'd be a soccer ball, and they'd kick it, and we just somehow
That
nothing
was
ever.
not me. First of all, I was always saying no. Okay, it was probably me. Yeah,
You guys we played soccer in
Yeah,
our
fuck
room like
me.
every day. I'm not saying I'm not complaining. I'm just
we
saying
were drunk.
I was expecting something to break and nothing did.
And nothing did.
No, we didn't break it. No.
There's the time where you guys were playing pong, beer pong, in front of our door, and it kept bouncing under our door. So Austin walked out, picked up the ball, and said, "This is mine now," and closed the door.
I still have that ball.
He still has it.
That's dope.
Show me the card back.
I think I don't really have any like.
Mine
good...
aren't really embarrassing. They're more like life changing, and like a negative
Ooh,
way.
deep.
So I'm
Oh.
not gonna say any of them.
Um,
I mean, I fell a couple times. I'm not proud of my drinking stories.
You fell metaphorically, or you fell?
Both.
I feel
Why do we
like
follow Bruce?
I feel like I just like forget details of funny things after I get drunk, so I can't like tell a good story of it, you know.
Yeah, I feel like sophomore year and mostly junior year, like I blacked out a lot and like I can't recall a lot.
I'm just a trash man.
Yeah, I'm like calmed down or my tolerance has gone up. I don't really know.
Yeah, maybe I'm just chill now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
We're adults now.
Oh,
I mean, I remember one time freshman year, like I always had that crush on that one girl, who, fuck, I can't remember her name. She transferred.
Was it Jay?
Who?
No. Does it begin with a J?
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, I remember because we
Don't say,
shipped.
don't say the name. Though.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, but
Oh, we'll
we can
tell you after
Yeah,
the
yeah,
podcast.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
because Andy and Austin and I shipped it because we were the side characters to like
Oh, yeah.
the love
Yeah,
story.
but no, that was crazy. That was like, and then like, yeah, there was like, I mean, I guess that
Crazy
we'll talk
times.
about that.
Crazy times.
Yeah, but no, drinking's crazy. Be responsible for sure.
Yeah,
Next
be
question.
safe. Yeah, I don't really have one, so
Drink responsibly.
I have. This is another dumb question. Maybe Nick knows what it means. Thoughts on the Bryce Harper deal?
All right,
Any
Nick,
idea what
let's
that
go.
means?
Bryce Harper deal is the baseball deal. He's
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
he's like a really good outfielder.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not really.
I don't know,
I'm
I'm
not
not-
really into baseball, but
no.
his contract is
I
It's
heard
like
it's,
it's
$330 million.
I heard it is.
That's a lot of money.
That is
astronomical.
insane money, dude.
And it's-
Baseball's not even that fun, dude.
It-
Just throw the ball.
Isn't
what
it
the
like a
hell?
12-year
baseball.
contract too?
Yeah,
It's like a long
I
time.
mean, he's not gonna. No, he's either gonna be really bad or he's gonna be really good. I don't know.
Well, is he going to be like in his late 30s, early 40s?
Or,
by
or
that
he'll
time?
be like,
No, I
average,
mean-
and people will expect him to be like great because they got so much money.
No, but like, yeah, like I mean, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, it's
I,
stupid.
like, I mean, sports is like iffy. I mean, like right now, like I've gotten really into football. I'm never gonna get into baseball. Baseball's always gonna be boring to me.
Oh, I like baseball.
Next question.
What's your favorite song? Right now, I guess.
Right now,
No,
I would say "Trouble" by Omar Apollo.
sounds good. I haven't heard it.
It's pretty good.
Nick, what have you been listening to? What have you been
Come
bopping
back to me. Come back to me on this. I
Austin,
guess.
what you been bopping?
Austin's gonna
Austin's gonna be like the Kingdom Hearts 3 soundtrack.
Yo, no, but the Kingdom Hearts 3 soundtrack
It is
bombs,
bomb.
dude. Yeah, because
And
Skrillex is on there.
Nick only heard the first song. Or wait, what's
I'm trying to. I'm
you,
trying
you heard
to,
both
I'm
of
trying to
them.
think how it goes. I'm trying to.
Let me face my fears.
And then you'd be like,
Yo, it drops hard. It drops hard.
yeah, it's like they thought on like.
And everyone was
Skrillex
like-
throws in like laser effects.
Like everyone was like, this isn't too good. And then it came out, like the full song, and they're like, all right, I take
I mean,
it back.
It's pretty good. Game's alright. No.
I heard it was alright.
Oh wait, Austin, Nick, you didn't even say something.
Yeah.
I gotta think. Give me 1 second. I gotta check.
Mine right now,
Gotcha.
I'm listening to a song called Dance Baby by Boy Pablo. It's pretty good.
Oh, I like Boy Pablo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it because it was the soundtrack to a combo video for a Marth player. And I was like, oh, this song bops. And it goes good with a good Marth combo.
Sponsored by Smash.
Oh, it's sponsored by Smash.
I've been listening to
Guardians of the Galaxy
no,
soundtrack 7.
no, actually, No Time by the Guess Who.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I lied to you.
Ouch.
No, is it good?
Yeah, it's a good song.
Would you recommend
What
it?
like genre is it?
It's like rock. It's like the Guess Who is like old.
Oh, The Who.
Oh.
No, the Guess Who.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought
Nick
you-
listens to some like.
No, they're Canadian.
Nick's like a dad from the 70s.
Oh, yeah,
who's
He
like,
really is.
Last
Yeah.
but not least.
I've been listening to Dancing by Aaron Smith a lot.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Oh,
Thank you.
I had to look up the artist.
all right. Best God? Question mark.
That's God.
Best God.
I mean,
Ted Danson.
Best God,
God. Yeah.
like G-O-D.
Yeah. You know, like there's the elephant from Hinduism. There's the Christian
So
God.
I gotta think.
There's
Now.
Santa. The Easter Bunny.
Lady Gaga.
Lady God.
Also, can we talk about how the Bible
No,
confirms
just pick a card.
that other gods exist?
Pick a
No,
Call-
my
My favorite Call of Duty.
I like Call of Duty too.
They're making a Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I'm actually hyped for that because that was
Yeah,
my
no,
favorite
so
one.
everyone's gonna lose their girlfriend. Because that game,
Well-
when that game was out, bro, like,
I got it in 7th grade and it's the best $60 I ever
bro,
spent.
yeah, like honestly, bro, man, like nothing hits like Modern Warfare. Like in the middle school days, you had your Mountain Dew. Mom gave you some Doritos. You were just in there for hours, man.
I spent like
You don't even remember what time you started, bro. But you know what time you ended.
yeah. It's
My
like I had
favorite God is
I had
Bible
friends
Man.
across the country that played. Like I'd never some of them I'd never met in person. Like
Dude, yeah. One day you logged on for the last time, played your last game. Shot your last shot.
yeah.
my favorite God is Bible Man.
But can we talk about how the Bible confirms
No, we can't. We don't get religious. on
that
this
other
show.
God, other gods
For budgetary
exist?
reasons.
But he's a
For
history
budgetary
major.
reasons, we don't talk about
All right, next question.
Yeah, you don't get an answer, man. I'll be happy.
What makes someone a good person? I don't know, man.
Not being
I'm a
Paulie.
terrible
Man,
Not
if
being
you gotta, if
Paulie.
you gotta ask it on
Yeah,
a
I'm a terrible person.
look, if you
Not-
gotta ask it on this podcast, you're clearly not.
Not
Yeah.
kidnapping people makes you a good person.
Yeah, good thing I
first
never
off.
did that.
It's
Honestly,
like a criteria.
I feel like Nick's the only genuinely good person on
Yeah,
this
no,
podcast.
for sure. Nick, you're like definitely the
Yeah,
only
no,
one.
Austin
I
definitely has bodies somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm low-key
I definitely
terrible.
burned some bridges. I'm never going back down.
Oh yeah. All right, well good.
He doesn't deny it.
Well, good job.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, so this question is actually like it's just a list of questions. So let's just run through them fast. What is the meaning of life? Oh, that's a
42.
42.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right. How do we be funny like you guys?
You don't.
We're not funny. I don't know.
No, be ugly.
Ugly? Yeah.
Then everyone will laugh at
No,
you.
I heard Conan O'Brien talk about this one. He's like, I'm so weird looking, and that helped me be funny because I had to compensate.
Yeah, exactly. That's
no, be ugly.
yeah. We're ugly.
No,
so
like if you
therefore-
see a guy like at like a stand-up comic show and he's like good looking and like has broad shoulders,
This
you
guy's
know,
never
yeah,
suffered
he's
in life.
yeah, he's
He's
not
not
gonna be
gonna be
funny.
funny.
Yeah, exactly. Can Austin tell us his life story?
Yes, I want to hear it.
One story. No, sum it up in like 2 sentences.
No. We got to hear it.
Yeah, let's go be here for another hour.
Breath.
I was born.
Should I take a deep faith? Should I take
All right, we're gonna cut him
Whoa.
off here.
There, 2 sentences.
No, what the?
Yeah, what the hell was
You're gonna
that?
sing it. Sing the whole song. I'll jump in.
All right.
Keep going.
High five or fist bump? Fist bump, less germs and quicker.
Fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump.
I go high five because
Ah,
I give really good high fives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nick's also the guy who gives a thumbs up in every photo he's ever taken. by the way.
Yes,
Oh my god!
he has.
I was looking at the because you guys saw my Instagram.
You can't find a goddamn picture of this man where his thumbs are not at his nipples.
It's always at it's a specific
It's always
angle.
on a specific.
Yeah,
angle.
it's like yeah.
Because I usually turn my body slightly too. It's like I'm not like.
He's got a science to this.
It's like
He's got an art to this.
Nick's gonna have a wedding photo. It's just gonna be Abby looking like elegant, and Nick just being.
no, my new profile picture. I'm not doing the thumbs up because I'm holding a puppy though, so like I can't give a thumbs
The
up.
puppy has a thumbs up.
Okay. Maximum age gap for a relationship.
I actually
Alright.
had this conversation a couple days ago.
So
Okay.
Like I'm gonna go with at our age.
I was gonna say.
It changes as you get older a lot.
Yeah, I was
A
saying
little
for
bit.
our. Alright, when
they
you,
meant age gap. Like, how old should the one person be? Like, difference was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I feel like as you get older, that changes a little.
Yeah. Okay. So Nick, you.
I was gonna
started
say,
off on
depending on how old you are and how old that person is, this doesn't work. But usually, it's your age divided by 2 plus 7. Is
Your
what
age
I've always
divided
been
by
told.
2 plus 7.
Okay.
It's
so
like-
I hate your mouth. Don't
It's
agree.
like I'm 22.
So that's the youngest you can date.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
I'm 22. Divided by 2 is 11. Plus
So
7
you can date an 18-year-old.
is the logic behind some people's thing. I disagree with.
So if you're that, but
So
if you're like,
basically
but if you're like
dating-
90,
That's what
that means a 90-year-old can date a 52-year-old, which
Well,
I'm
yeah,
actually
that's
okay
what,
with.
That's
So
what I'm
I guess it
saying.
works.
Like, I don't agree with that logic, but that's what people always said to me. I don't like that. I personally think
I think 2 years.
I
2
could-
years
I go
at
2.5,
our age
like,
is like RA. But once you hit like past 25,
No.
and
So okay. Good.
once you hit past 25, like older,
I don't think
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So mine's is like 30. Like, it's like 2 years, and then like, I think because I forgot who I was having the conversation with, but like it's completely weird if like, if say like if a 22-year-old dates like an 18.
Yeah, that's weird.
weird.
I agree.
But like, say it's like a 26-year-old dating a 30-year-old. That's not weird.
That's not weird.
That's
yeah.
not weird. So like, I feel like once you hit 30, the age gap has to be 4 years younger, and then once it's like 30 and above, it doesn't matter.
Honestly, it also depends on the people too.
Yeah, I mean, the
Dude,
people,
like,
yeah.
no, not for like younger
'Cause you could
situations.
definitely
Like,
be like a
that's
sugar daddy and like support whatever.
Nick was not going that route.
trying to.
Right.
Next question.
Well, let's avoid this
I have
question.
a-
This sounds really bad.
I have a good answer for this one. Coolest thing you've seen on a sidewalk. So one day I was walking home from a deli
I got
by
it.
my school, and like you remember when those hoverboards were really popular? Those
Yeah.
So a kid rides by on one of those, and he rides by at like pretty decent speed, and I don't really pay much attention to it, but then out of nowhere, like turning the corner, there's like 18 kids on hoverboards, and they're all just like vrooming.
Fruman.
Yeah.
Fruman.
Just say it. They're like signaling to each other how long we've been recording for.
56 minutes.
Wow,
Okay.
that's pretty long.
Yeah.
You're doing the weird hand motion.
Yeah.
That's
All right, Nick. What's the coolest thing you've seen on the sidewalk?
So-
I'm skipping the bad
I'm
question.
gonna go with the thing I saw on the
Oh, so
side.
my thing was just like 17 kids. It was like an army of kids on hoverboards. Like it was,
So,
it was weird.
I'm gonna go with what I saw today on the sidewalk. My roommate's credit card.
Oh yeah, that story.
Austin?
No, Kristen. We went on a manhunt to
The
find her
third
card. It
roommate.
was just on the sidewalk.
Yeah, what's it is? It's a nail butt. I don't know. I feel like I want to say crime scene, but that's not really cool. That's more concerning.
One time,
Yeah, what crime scene?
No, so some lady next, like 2 houses over, got like shot in the head.
oh no.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least.
Well, this got dark.
Property value went down though, so you guess who's investing?
Did you buy her house?
All right, Austin. What's the coolest thing you've seen on the sidewalk?
I saw a deer run past me.
A deer? That's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
That's lame.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful nature.
Lame.
How many toes would you have if you got to choose how many toes you had on each foot?
3.
I'd have
3 per foot or 3
Yeah,
total?
'cause you be-
I
'cause you
have
could be
one
a-
in the middle and 2.
You could be a
one on the
velociraptor.
end. Yeah.
I'd go with 5. The amount I already
I think
had.
I'd go with like
You're so boring.
I'd probably go with like 8. 'Cause I would,
No, but I would definitely do like.
Wait, I thought we were subtracting, not adding.
well, it doesn't. It says how many would you have if you could choose, and it doesn't
Oh.
say you're limited. You could go 99. You could go.
Why?
No,
just,
so I would have toes like surrounding all my whole entire
I'd
face.
say I'd have just.
Yeah.
I'd just have just one.
I'd
My-
be like a tree stump.
I am Groot.
I was gonna say, yeah,
I am Groot.
my foot is just one toe.
Yeah. Like the,
Yeah, just one really big toenail.
like
You gotta get those. You have to get those like those what do they call it? Hedge trimmers
Whoa,
to get
do,
your toenails.
do you remember from Spy Kids, like the?
oh my
God.
no wait I was wait no okay wait
So
so
I'm trying to buy all 3, like the whole entire Spy Kid trilogy, and like just have like a really good time one day.
Some of them are on Netflix.
so last night Riley was like no Erin said to Riley Riley, you're really attracted to men who look like thumbs because Riley's really attracted to Vin Diesel, and I was like, Riley, have you seen Spy Kids? You gotta watch Spy Kids.
Do you remember the time Paulie asked Alan Cumming, the legendary?
I
Yeah,
do.
that
Yeah,
was
we
so
all
sick.
remember. Tell us the story.
I don't remember that actually.
Oh, it was.
We all cheered him on.
Alan Cumming was coming to visit Arcadia, and students got picked to ask him a question at his like Q&A,
I was just kidding.
and I got picked to ask him a question about Spy Kids. It was nerve-wracking.
And you look just like him
Did you
too.
cry? You do kind of look like him.
I did not look like him. People
Did you
used to
cry?
say that.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
I would have cried in his glory.
I was like a good 50 feet away
I
from him.
remember when I got my book signed by him, he basically gave me a look like, yeah, fuck you, kid, and handed me the
Yeah,
book.
he did not look at me.
He did not look
No,
at me.
I told him, I was like, oh, I asked the Spy Kids question. He was like, yeah, you did. I was like, gross.
I mean, that sounds like something you'd say. It's the
Yeah.
over you.
Go ahead.
I'm not doing the Man of Steel
Did you
2
guys actually
question.
read? Did you guys actually read the book?
Nope.
I don't know, maybe.
I love you, Leslie.
Are you excited for the Jonas Brothers return? Who was your favorite Joe
Yes.
bro?
Didn't Nick not know who the Jonas
Nick.
Brothers
I
were?
know who the Jonas
He
Brothers
didn't know
are.
who Ted Bundy was.
I know who the Jonas Brothers are.
Sure. Are you guys excited?
I don't
feel
listen
like
to them.
I feel like they're beautiful people, so like yes.
I have no-
And
I'm-
they're all pretty good people.
I'm not like excited about it, but I have like no
Yeah.
quarrel with it.
Yeah, I don't care. Like,
I'd say Joe is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate you.
Damn, I thought they were good people.
Yeah.
I just hate you.
Nick, who's your favorite? It's gotta be Nick, right?
I don't know their
Just say
names.
Nick.
Yeah, come on, you got the same name as you.
All right, so there's Nick, there's Joe. What's the third
Kevin.
Jonas. Oh my god, it is Kevin. I forgot his name. No one likes Kevin.
one? I gotta pick Kevin then if no one likes
Yeah,
Kevin.
of course
Amara
you, of course
definitely,
you would.
yeah, Amara definitely asked this question, but I don't know who our
Go
favorite
ahead,
is.
Go ahead.
Triangle or rhombus? Why?
Rhombus for sure, dude. Have you seen the
I
angles
got-
on that house?
I gotta pick triangle.
Why?
Because you can make pyramids out of triangles.
Oh, yeah,
And?
what are you gonna do with a pyramid, huh? Name 3 things you're gonna do with a pyramid right now.
Bury
no one
all
else
my-
speaking. Go ahead.
Bury all my money under it.
But are you what?
Bury all my money
Yeah,
under
that's
it.
what I thought.
Bury myself under it. Have a badass giant pyramid that people are gonna show up
Is
to
that
for
part of your
thousands of
2 or is
years.
that the 3rd one?
That's the third one. That's the
Yeah.
third one.
Okay. No, we'll leave it at that. No, Austin, you say your answer.
I'm gonna say rhombus because they have more sides.
I guess I guess I'll go triangle, but I'm not
All right.
passionate about
We've
it.
We
got
should triangle
two
weapons and
against
Worst
two.
shows you have seen on Netflix?
Worst?
Daredevil, I think it is. That one's not good.
Worst? Really?
No, I don't like any of those Marvel shows. I think they're all the same and they're all bad.
I don't know. Worst
But you also
shows?
don't like Marvel.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't watch it, that's all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We watched a really good movie
I
last
feel like
night.
if I don't watch it,
Oh, we.
if I don't like it, I just turn it off immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never like sat through and watched it. I mean, I really.
Leo. Oh, I know
My girlfriend just showed me a show, and I like hated it so much that we had. Like,
What is it?
I forgot the name of it.
That's how bad it was.
What's it about?
It's about like these. Have you guys seen Sex Education?
No.
I
I've
know-
heard of
I've
it.
That's
seen
a
it on
good-
Netflix.
that's a good show. You guys should watch that. It's supposed to be like that, but like in Ireland. I hate whatever that is. Whatever the show is, I just.
Oh, what we saw last night was definitely Irish.
What was it?
It was this movie called Apostle. And
Oh,
so
I've heard about that.
it's about like a cult on an island. I came in.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
I came in halfway through the movie, and I was like, "What?" The
At
fuck
first
is
it was like shit, and we didn't know what we were watching. But then as it went on,
No, it's
it got really
Yeah,
good.
Yeah,
like-
it's really
Yeah.
weird, but really good.
It got
happening?"
really
All of a
deep.
sudden, he's like in this like river, and
I
there's just
just
he's
watch
like,
scary movies.
yeah.
All right, the last question.
Oh, cool.
Here we go. What's your favorite memory from doing a podcast for a couple of years from now? So I guess
Like pick.
I
our
think they mean
memory.
like say the memory. That way we'll be able to listen back and be like, oh, that was
Being
a good
here
memory.
with all 4 of us, the strength of the heart.
I liked when me and Austin talked about Papa John's.
Ooh, that
Was it have
that's
to be in
like-
the podcast or just a memory?
Just a memory is fine.
I don't know. I want to say. I really want to say meeting Austin because Austin truly is the first friend that I made in Acadia.
I caught a water bottle.
We met at orientation.
Oh, Did I tell you
I think you unplugged your mic, dude. It's like, nah, I got you.
No.
Don't interrupt me ever again.
Oh shit! Damn.
I'm telling a really thoughtful story, and now I have to start all over.
Good. I want to hear it a second
Nick,
time.
you're not
It's so
talking into your
thoughtful.
microphone at all.
Yeah.
I said good. I want to hear it a second time because it's so
I'm sorry, what
thoughtful.
you said? You're not talking to the microphone. No, Nick, you want to tell your story? I'll end.
No, go ahead.
No, so I met Austin at orientation, and yeah, he just got my water bottle. We were playing some.
Yeah, we had a deep connection.
I was gonna say I.
No, no, I'm sorry to cut you off. But Austin's not a person to talk. Even when he was forced to with these icebreakers, he said like 3 words.
I didn't know you people.
Yeah, I didn't know you either, but I loved it.
How did you how did you become friends? Because
I'm
Austin,
not sure.
Didn't I ask you to hang out?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, I asked him to hang
Yeah,
out.
because Austin would have never made the first.
No, Austin's
initial.
definitely not a first.
I know I met you.
You met him through me.
Yeah, but we also met through work stuff.
Yeah,
we
I was
met, we met.
I was like,
2
hey,
times,
this
kinda.
kid's kind of all right.
No, you didn't.
No, you
You
didn't.
know I was a weirdo.
And then we met Nick when he was sitting down.
And then
Nick was alone.
I wasn't. You guys were like a trio.
But Nick was cool. Nick had already established himself as a dominant
he was
force
popular.
in his population.
Yeah, somehow Nick already had like 1 million friends.
Yeah, now look at it. Stuck to 4.
There's only 3 people in this room.
Yeah, what about this microphone right here?
What about your roommate?
Oh
Who's
yeah,
listening
because
right
Kristen-
now.
Kristen was like my first friend I made on
Yeah,
campus.
that's what I was saying. 'Cause
Yeah, and then she went away on study
And you were
abroad.
sad and alone
And that
until we
same day
came
that they
over.
left is when I met Andy and
My
Austin.
first friend was Julia. And then I met you guys. You guys were like a trio. I really wanted to get in on the action.
Didn't you say this last time?
Because
Where
we didn't have any. Because he didn't have any guy friends.
I had no
Yeah, I remember
guy
that,
friends.
yeah.
And then I like really wanted to be friends with you guys.
Because like you said last time, you really
I'm still
bonded
really
with us
enjoying
about the
meeting
glasses.
Yunsuck changed my life for the better, to be honest.
Yeah, I really want to get Yunsuck on an episode.
because they were cool, but like it was just me and Paulie as like the only guys surrounded by
Yeah.
girls. And like that's cool. Like don't get me wrong, I love girls.
Ladies.
But like yeah, a woman. No. But like Malin, Yunsuck, Kieran,
Chris.
Chris.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, nah, I love them guys, dude. We're like a family.
I miss.
Yeah, like no.
They should be on the podcast.
And Jake too.
And Jake, but Jake didn't come in. No, Jake
Yeah,
didn't
Jake.
really come in.
Yeah, I don't even know how me and Jake became friends because we have not interacted.
I remember because me, Malin, and Yunsuck were all trying to get Jake to hang out with us freshman year, but he was that kid did just not want to leave his books alone. He did not want to leave his
His
alone.
books?
And then he lived with us sophomore year, and then
Yeah.
that's when we all became close.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I cherish all my memories that I met my college friends.
Deep
Oh
times.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we stay friends after college. I know we will. I mean, some of us might get busy, but like we got Facebook, LinkedIn.
There's always memes.
There's always
There's
memes.
always
There's always the
memes.
group chat and Nick Austin's terrible videos.
Oh
But you
God.
love my videos.
I watched like one of them.
But yeah, that's my memory. Thank you guys.
All right. Well, I think that's a good note to close off on. Right?
No, none of us are gonna share.
Well, that was such a heartwarming thing. You guys can't top that.
I mean, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, Nick, come on. What were you gonna say, Nick? Huh? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Well, you stole mine, all right.
Just say same as above.
I'm gonna copyright it. No one else can play it.
Just say same as above.
If I can't pick that one,
When you pooped yourself.
I've never
You
picked
pooped
myself.
yourself in third grade. I pooped yourself in third grade. No, go ahead. I hate my life so much, but go ahead. I love my life.
My favorite memory
Wait, can
is
you actually move in closer to the mic, though? Seriously.
my favorite memory
There
is
you
going to
go.
be the memories we make together in the
Yeah, we
future.
should.
Boo!
Well, we really had a good ending, and now we're gonna have whatever
I
mediocre
really-
thing Austin is about to say.
Oh, I already said mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
Paulie,
really?
you have to say something.
Wow, wait, what did you say?
I said the memory we're sharing right now.
Okay,
all
yeah,
four of
yeah,
us in
Jesus,
this
they were all
podcast.
Well, I thought it had to be about podcasting.
Wait,
The first episode.
you said Papa John's.
I said the episode.
Honestly,
No,
though,
Papa John's.
honestly, though,
I'm the only memory that really kind of matters.
Papa John's was my favorite episode. No joke to make.
No, that was a good one.
Alright, I wasn't here for that, so don't be.
Well, you can listen on locomeg.com
There we go.
/whatever. Papa
And
John's.
that's how we end the
I think this is the end of it.
And that's a wrap.
All right.
That's a
Good
wrap.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Sponsored by Moody.
So this was Nick.
This was Paulie
This is Austin.
This is Andy.
signing off.
Sayonara.